Not kill any momentum. Haley, Rob, you guys ready to do this? Your final act before your headliner? Monique, are you ready? Everyone's vagina is perfect. Greg, are you ready? Jesse, you're groovy, you're married, you're great. You're by yourself. She'll be back. Guys, please show a lot of love and make a lot of noise for Sarah Ashby, everybody.
I come on stage, I hate that I do that. And I hate that because whenever you mention you're nervous to people, everyone just needs to give you their little snippet of advice, you know? Where they're just like, oh, well, if you're nervous, just imagine the audience is in their underwear, and you'll be fine. Right? Like, you guys saw those guys up front earlier, like, I'm not gonna do that. So what I like to do instead to get over my nerves is I like to imagine that I'm naked, and all of you are just super impressed with what you see. This is super fun. It's so nice to be around adults. It really is. It's so nice to be around adults because I work with kids during the day, which is just a really nice way of saying I get bullied a lot. I didn't realize how mean kids could be until I taught a very honest group of kindergartners. And these kids were regular style honest, you know? These kids were like Real Housewives style honest, right? Like they just tell me a fact that's wrong about myself, and then just give me one of these. Just sipping Chardonnay. I'm like, where'd you get that? Just throwing it in my face, being like, just think of my husband. I'm like, you're 4. I got a lot of tattoos, and kids like to ask about them. Specifically, this little guy right here. I had a young child ask me if I drew this on myself every morning. To which I responded, no, sweetie, it's a tattoo. It's permanent. It's in my skin forever. To which she responded, oh, well, that's unfortunate. Greg didn't know my dad attended this preschool. This is great. Like, teaching kids in Toronto is very interesting. Like, children from everywhere are very interesting. Like, I grew up in London, Ontario, if you guys know where that is. Yeah, London, Ontario. If you don't, give me a little brief history. London, Ontario is the city of youth, theater, and crystal meth. Great town to grow up in. Everyone's just aggressively jazz squaring. But growing up there, like, I don't know, like, kids nowadays have, like, no fear. No fear at all. Like, none. Absolutely. Remember when eating Tide Pods was just a thing that happened? Like, what? I was a terrified kid. I was absolutely petrified. I thought, so here's the thing I actually did. In grade 8, my friend's appendix burst, and I convinced myself that it was because she drank a Red Bull energy drink the day before, and I did not drink energy drinks until I was 25 years old. You know, right? Like, that doesn't happen. But, like, I guess I was a little bit of a dangerous kid, you know? Like, I did some weird things, like, throughout my life, like, I accidentally ate battery acid once. Like, I know, I'm fine, right? It's okay. Okay, I have to explain this story because it doesn't make sense. So here's what happened. I'm not very smart. I'm not very smart. You guys watched me fall as I got up here. I'm not good at things. So here's what happened. One day I was trying to use my remote control and I was like, what's going on? It's not working. So I was like, I'm going to investigate. So I opened up the back and realized that the batteries were leaking. If you're like me and thought batteries ran on magic for 25 years, I don't. They run on very dangerous and poisonous chemicals. So, you know, being a responsible adult that I am, I took them out, threw them away appropriately, and put some new ones in. Then, like the irresponsible adult that I am, I didn't wash my hands. So fast forward 5 minutes later, my chemical-coated fingers just inside my mouth. And I just get a little, like, I just get like a zap. I was like, oh my god. Am I Sabrina the Teenage Witch now? So I did it again. It's just my body reacting to poison. That's all it was. But okay, I tell this story and everyone feels like, I don't know how to feel about this, but it actually has a good ending to it. I got 2 superpowers out of this. I got 2 really cool superpowers. You're like, Sarah, I don't think so. I did. I got 2 of them, okay? First one is whenever I touch electrical outlets, they light on fire. And my second is now whenever a gentleman blows his load in my mouth, I can tell him it tastes like battery acid because I have science on my side. I did it for you. I also smoke a lot of weed. Smoke too much weed. Yeah. I smoke too much weed. I smoke way too much weed. I smoke a stupid amount of weed, like way too much weed, like a dumb amount of weed. Like, I smoke so much weed, I regularly answer yes or no questions with thanks, you too, man. Like, I smoke so much weed, I'll like thank automatic doors as I walk through them. It's like, oh, thank you, robot god. I find it's getting, I don't know, it's weird right now dating as a stoner, because like, you know, weed's like legal and everything's cool. But you get weird reactions, you get really weird reactions. I got this one the other day. I mentioned to someone that I like to smoke weed, and they're like, oh, you like to smoke weed? Well, my friend gave me a joint, it's back at my place. We should go back there, go in the bathroom, open the window, put the fan on, light it up, get a little crazy. And I just had to be like, I have 4 drugs on me right now, let's find an alley. Cool about it. I didn't used to be so chill though. I used to be so chill about drugs. I used to be paranoid. I used to be crazy paranoid when I smoked weed. Not like fun paranoid, it was like paranoid to the point where it was just sad. Like, I thought if I lit a joint at home by myself, a SWAT team would just come in and kick down my door and be like, you're going to jail. You know, and I'd be like, no. So the way I used to combat this fear was after I smoked, I would immediately go to bed. Because you can't get arrested if you're asleep. You're in bed on time, you didn't do the crime. It's the same, that's how it goes. Despite living in London, Ontario and smoking a lot of weed, I'm not a big clubs person, which sucks. I'm not a big clubs person. I like going out to dancey dance parties, you know? I'm good at it. I'm not. But all my friends are. They love clubs. And though I don't love clubs, I do love pranks. So, you know, we go to the clubs, my friends are trying to have fun, I just try to ruin that fun so I have fun by myself. One of my favorite things to do when I'm out with my friends is just to introduce us as different aliases, right, to like weird men who approach us. Like one of my favorites is whenever someone comes over to ask like who me and my sister are, I just go, oh, she's Squidward, and I'm Mr. Krabs. Mysterious. Another prank I like to do is I like to go in the girls' washroom and tell every drunk girl that it's my birthday so they'll take selfies with me and I'll finally know what it feels like to be popular in high school. That one's my favorite. No, my favorite one that I ever do is, okay, if I ever get separated from my group of friends, instead of seeking them out nice and quietly like any normal person would do, I just like to run into the middle of the dance floor and go, Jessica! Jessica! Has anybody seen my 14-year-old daughter? And then see how many guys take a step away from the girl they're talking to. I've been having a pretty freaking rock and roll summer. How have you guys been having? Pretty good too? Yeah? Sick. I'm so excited. This was actually my second summer ever getting to celebrate Pride as an out bisexual person. I fucking love it. When Greg was up here earlier trying to pass off the bachelors, I'm like, yeah, of course we got the bachelors. What about this sweet blonde bachelorette right here? This isn't the bachelor. No. This is a shot at love. We're doing shots at our fucking both genders. Do it. Just kidding, there's more than 2. No, but it's great, you know? Like, I had a very interesting coming out experience, you know? So when I came out to my friends as bi, I was like, hey, I'm bi. And they're like, yeah, we know. Like, why? Is it because I have a weird like obsession with Buffy the Vampire Slayer? And they're like, no, Sarah, we were in a threesome last night. You said I love you before and after. But like, I'm getting like like very interesting ones now because I've been out for a little bit. I got this one the other day. I told somebody I was bi and they went, "Oh my God, you're so lucky. You have your choice of anybody." Right? 'Cause everybody's first choice is like Garth from Wayne's World to be filmed a Hot Topic. That's what I'm looking for. But that was weird too. Like, how did that make sense in that person's mind, right? I was literally racking my brain about this, so I finally figured it out. The only way that this made sense to me was that this person had to imagine sexuality like food, right? So there's lots of different ways you can eat food, you can prepare food in different ways, you can have tastes for certain things, right? But this person must have just imagined bi people just walking into buffets being like, "Yes! Put it all on my plate." Including the shrimp from 3 days ago. Then you hang out with bi people and you realize we're all just looking for the shrimp from 3 days ago because we have terrible taste in people. Believe in you can achieve. Before I get out of here though, because it was my second Pride ever, and last year was my first Pride ever, I got so fucking jazzed about it, that I actually went out of my way to find the gayest song I could, and write a parody of it about my own sexuality. So I scoured the earth, mainly the theater archives, and I think I found it. So Peter's gonna hit it up on there, and I'm gonna sing you guys my little ditty. Nothing has changed within me. I've always been this way. The only difference was I didn't know it was gay. At most of my parties, girls would approach me, and when they pursed their lips, I'd close my eyes and leave to discover my sexuality. A bit of my sexuality. Girl or guy, I'm down. It's so exciting. Like now, it's time to test my limits and find out what I like. Could it be family boys or big gold dice? So long I was afraid to come out as I truly was. But when I did, it felt like taking off my bra. I got good with my sexuality. That brought me to a new reality. And I'll tell you what I found. And no gender that you may be, cis, fluid, trans, non-binary, just as long as you're nice, I'm down.